All right. Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you had yourself a good weekend. I did. Got a lot of stuff done. I've actually was out in the workshop. Got a lot of it cleaned up, and actually a lot of the computer parts and stuff I had. I made three more computers for for just anything. So I got another one in the workshop, and I got two more that are almost finished. I just got to keep going through some of the components and stuff, getting some more organization going on. So hope you guys had yourself a good day. Got a lot of work done over at the airport for the morning part. Seminole's pretty much done. We got that all sorted out. Cardinal, that's pretty much I got sorted out as well. We just got to do a couple little things to it to clean it up, and then it should be ready to go. So the art piece we had, I got all finished. If you watch my Instagram, Facebook, I even post a little video on TikTok for it, which really cool. The character is actually based from Epic 7, a video game that I play. Actually, if you see here on the bottom part of the screen, it's actually playing on my phone right now. Um, but we got it done, posted it and stuff, and actually from the TikTok account, the Epic 7 TikTok account for the actual video game and the people there, they actually posted a reply to it and said it looked phenomenal. So that was a pretty neat thing for a color study. That's another character I worked on. Let me see if I might not be able to show this because it's in my portfolio now because of the reflection, but it did come out pretty well with the color study on that. So there you go. That's a little bit more of the purple. You couldn't really tell with that. The way it shifts and changes, you see how the color blends a little bit. It's actually pretty neat on how that works out on that. So we got that piece done. And if you want to check out some better images of that, check me out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Actually, let me just go ahead and put this off to the side for right now. So, other than that, I figured being it was going on so well, ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Frontier Man. Hope you had yourself a good weekend. Everything working well. The weather's been great down here. I've been getting all sorts of airplanes done. If you just logged in, didn't hear it earlier. But I figured we'd stick with the whole Epic 7 thing, being of course I'm playing some of the game right there right now off to the side. It looks must the art piece, yeah, it came out looking great. The company that actually created that character that I used with the color study actually commented on my TikTok video, which I was just saying, and they said it looks phenomenal and really liked it and everything. So that was a pretty neat. That was very very flattering to hear, especially from the actual company of the group of people who created all that stuff. So that was really cool. I really was. It's very inspiring for that. So instead of the big 14 by 17, this is actually a Canson. It's actually a manga or comic book type thing. Rain but warmer. Oh, okay. And as you can see, if I put it up real close, you might actually see some of the little blue highlights in there. And we put it up really close to the camera, you see? So it actually has like a bleed on it. So if I scan it, you don't see it. But it's got actually I think it's got like a 250 gram or a weight to it, to where when I do colored pencil and stuff with that, this will work a lot better also with the inks and the watercolor markers, which I think I might do with this piece. But keeping with the Epic 7 theme, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of their other characters, and this time we're going to either kind of have them doing like getting more of a casual thing instead of them in like armor and their whatever outfits they usually wear. Maybe put them in something more casual, more like they're getting ready for Christmas time or just enjoying the season. So I figure we'll kind of change it up a little bit, do a little mashup for that. So let me go ahead and pop this off to the side. Let's see here. But nope, got a lot of stuff done over the weekend on the workshop. Got really taken care of. Got some more computers put together. Got some other stuff taken apart that was just needed to go. So I took whatever I needed out of it. Let's see here. There we go. And now, basically, I'm getting prepped. Crazy Quilter, hi, how you doing? So let's see here. We'll probably want to put her face up about here. So we'll do a nice light line in first for her head, and we probably want to run this down maybe about that for the line area, and maybe I might actually run it the eye. Let me get a little more of my pencil lead out. Kind of really starting light on this. This guy is a heavier weight, so it doesn't have nearly as much textures, but you can also tell it's not really catching a lot of reflection off of it either because it's really smooth. And of course I got my scrap piece of paper to keep my oils off of it. So we're kind of working on where we want to set the eye. We're going to basically build this character up, this model up, the pose up first, and we'll start adding the details in is what we're going to do, just like we did the other one. So let's see here. We got that. Cranium, probably put nose. Actually, the mouth will be about there. And we'll probably put down here will be the chin. So let's see. We'll run this up. So how your guys' days been? How's your weekend? Hope everything's been going well. Bring that up. Give it a nice little cheek area. And we'll bring that. We'll probably put it about. Probably put that right about there. So let's run that. See if we can get this area laid out. It's going to always look a little messy at first, which isn't a bad thing. So we'll probably give. Well, I think we're going to work on. They got a character in the game called Luna, and she's been around on there for a long time. The game's been out for a bit. Be kind of interesting because a little dragon. She's like a dragon girl. So she's part dragon. So we're going to give her some of her little features to where she'll have. Give her ear also over there, kind of the little pointy ears. So we're going to do that. Maybe we'll put her in a neat little Christmas outfit. So just finished a 12 Days of Christmas quilt top. That is awesome. Let's see. If you got it and you want, and you got some pictures of it, send it to me, and I'll see if I can put it into here to where I can post it up on there. Let me see if I can do that real quick. I do have the photo viewer. Let me make sure I got that set up right. Okay, so I can do that. Yeah, if you send me if you have pictures of it, send it to me. I'll post it up here so people can take a look at it. I'll put it down. I'll move it. I'll probably move the. Go ahead and we'll move this screen down a little bit down to here, so that way if you do post it, we'll be able to put it here in the corner, just like so. That shouldn't be too bad. Bloop. There we go. All right. Whoops. Pop that back to full screen. There we go. All right. Well, that's cool that you got that finished up. So, but what we're going to do here is we'll work on this. We'll get the pose out for this character first, and see if we can get that neckline down. So, let's see. Check out the reference images and stuff they have with that. Maybe we'll keep pushing through the lead here real quick. Maybe we'll put it that way. Let's run that down. Let's see. So let's. All right. Let's see here. Let's see if we can post that picture up here. Give me 1 second. Alright. Let's see. Oh, you just sent us a regular message. Alright, let me see if I can. Should be able to download it. Let me share it to here. Let's see if I can pull it up. So, see if we can get this working out. Come on, log in. I've been also going through. I've actually got a couple of hard drives that stopped working for my wife and had a lot of the old pictures of my daughter. And I actually took it apart and I got that sucker going. So I got that working. So right now, what's going is the my old server, my old cloud server drive that had died. Well, maybe I can't get it in. Let's see. Try this again. Come on, let's log in so that way I can get to it. Oh, I got a better idea. I'll just go back to where I was and see if I can plug back into my there we go. Plug into my computer and see if I can actually access it through there. So we'll do it that way. Let's see if we can do that. So give me 1 second. Let me open up the File Explorer here. Push this off to the side. Where's my... There it is. Let's see. Should be able to go to... Is it in Downloads or is it... No, I think it's going to be in Cameras. Where's my camera? There it is. Let me see here. It should be. I don't want to see recent. I want to see what it's in. Messages. That's where it is. So we want to go. That's camera, image storage. Let's see if I can get this figured out. There we go, messages. Jeez. Got a lot that's populating up here. Let's see if we can... Let's see here, messages, messages, messages. What is this thing called? Let's see. Okay, image. What do we got here? Hey pal, just stopping until I'll catch you Thursday. It was a mess with Spectrum because it gave me some crazy phone number on my home phone, so I'm still trying to get everything ported back to my. I need to lay down and watch TV and read my Bible, so I'll catch you Thursday. All right, brother, you take it easy, Bri. Glad the other place got you back up with your other phone and stuff. We'll just see if we can, hopefully you'll get yourself up and running. Let's see here. I know I got it here somewhere. There it is. Let's see if I can open that up with a photo viewer. Yeah, that should work. Let's see. And let me minimize that. And let me see if... Let's see if we can... Photo viewer. Boop. There we go. Alright. I'll put that guy right off there to the side. Let me move it over a tiny bit. Thank you. I think that hopefully this mess will get fixed to catch you Thursday. Alright, brother. Not a problem. There we go. There you go, Crazy Quilter. Got your, that's the picture we got there of this quilt that she made, her 12 Days of Christmas quilt. Looks pretty cool. Let me see if I can actually, see if I can zoom in on it a little bit here more. Let's see if that will work out. Let me do the transition. Bloop. There we go. Now you guys can see it. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Let me zoom in, see if I can zoom in. Can I, does that do that? Okay, good. Got it for live. There we go. Oh, cool. So they actually have the, got the, let's see, the partridge pear tree. Is that the 2 turtle doves, the French hens, 4 calling birds, 5 golden rings. Oh yeah, it's got them all. It actually came out really good. So I'll go ahead and let me zoom that out just a tiny bit. I'll leave it up there for a moment. So that actually came out looking really good. Thanks for sending me that picture, Crazy Quilter. So anyway, we're back to let's get back to doing some drawing. Another artist in the house. Yep. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and we'll get back to doing this sketch piece on it. And oh, no problem. Let's see if anybody else. We'll see what anybody. We'll leave it up for a little bit. See what anybody else thinks of it and stuff. So while we're working on this, because it's not getting in the way of anything really, just showing some of my little ink area. So let's see. We want to kind of hit that rib cage area, and let's see here. So we sort of have that neck does look a little thick. We might straighten that out a little bit after. Let's actually go up to here and we'll clear up some of this, so that way they don't look so bulky. So we'll do it that way and that way. I think my lid's getting low. It's dipping back in. Might have to. Yep, I think it might be time. Yep, got to dump that lid. Do I got another one here? I got to fill it up. I think I gotta fill her up. Well, nuts. So let's go ahead and pop that off. Thought I had put some in here. Ooh, my eraser's getting away. Throw that over there. Thought I had some in there. Oh, I do. Oh, I do have a couple. Must not feed all the way through. Oh well. Throw that in and get ourselves reset up. Put my eraser on. Let's see here. It's not too bad. Maybe we'll throw one more lead in just so I have it. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, sorry about that. Just had to check phone call real quick, make sure it wasn't an emergency. Alright, so got some lead. Got our lead in there now. Alright, and now we're back in action. Alright, let's see if we can get this going. So we'll have to. So we'll run that down. So we have that way. So we got a slight angle that way. Let's put a slight angle this way. And then we'll kind of give it that bucket look for the hip area. So we'll have that. We'll give it a little lower part here. Bottom part of the hip area. Alright. So, but yeah, so anyway, getting the workshop put together, getting a lot of the collection of things, old toys and collectibles and stuff. Going to get ready to post those up to make space for some new goodies and clear out some areas and stuff. Bring it to another good, have it go to a good home. So maybe I'll do a live stream of some of just the old retro stuff that I got in there. Everybody seems to like some of that stuff. Maybe show some of the neat old toys and stuff would work. Alright, so we have that. We're gonna have sort of the abs are gonna go down, come up, and then it's gonna pod back out a little bit, the way the stomach is. So we have that. Got the ribs. Doesn't look too It's probably a little light showing in on that because it's I'm still working it in. So, but we do have the rib cage, which is going to be curved instead of curved up. It's going to probably be more flattened the way the curve is on this. And of course, we're going to probably drop that. So we'll have a little pin there. So this is going to go that way. And we'll probably run this to where the hips you can see. This is the waist area. So we got the hip area coming in. So let's check it out. So, and let's see here. We'll probably clean up some of this mess that I've been getting a little too dirty on trying to pull this out. And let's see. So we have that groin area, the way it curls in and back. There we go. So we'll definitely put some of our areas so we can see how this actually this is going to be more flat lined out. So we're going to, instead of making it flat like that, we want to bring it up because that's going to be an area in the bottom of the rib cage. Bring it over. And of course we need to get the shoulder areas in, so we'll put the shoulders. Just a couple of circles for the shoulders to see where we want to be at for that. And let's see here. What do we want? We want, maybe let's see here. Let's bring this hand down, kind of that way, and we want to put we'll have the wrist here, so we'll probably do a little bit of shortening foreshortening on that to where the hand will be a little bit bigger. Maybe do we want it up, or maybe we'll have it to where she's holding something. Yeah, it's always a little bit hard to see, especially if I'm doing it more as a training area. But if I do it too dark, it's going to have a hard time coming in. Maybe I can, let me see if I can zoom that camera in. Maybe that'll work out a little bit better if I zoom it in. Let's go down to the screen group, overhead camera, settings. Let's configure that video and see if we can see what I can do here. Move this off to the side or down here. Let's see, can I? It's color camera control. Does it got a zoom? It does not have a zoom on that one. That's funny. Okay. I guess not. I guess I could try and bring it down a little bit, see if we can, of course if I bring it down too much it might actually, let's see here. Let me bring it down into where maybe you guys can see it. Is that focusing in a little bit better? Of course it gets right in the way, because as you can see now, you can see the camera. That looks like a little bit better. Alright, well we'll stick with that for right now. You'll just have to see that little thing here in the way. Hopefully I won't bump it with my head. Alright, so I think we're going to have maybe we'll have it to where they're holding a present. So I'll show where the thumb is, that area. Of course maybe we'll just put a couple areas to kind of get an idea for what don't know, maybe we'll haven't decided yet what we'll have them. We'll have them holding something. Is that a little better to be able to see? So, yeah, this camera is really great, just doesn't have a zoom. So, what do I got? Oh, never mind. So anyhow, let's see here. We got, I'm holding the present, and maybe maybe I was going to have him maybe holding a mug of hot cup of hot chocolate or something like that. Let's see, maybe we'll do that. So we put the arm to where it kind of looks up like that. Maybe we'll have it close to the face. We'll bring it towards the front. So kind of have it maybe, we'll put it toward it'll be about maybe here. We'll put the hand here. So what we'll do is we'll do it that way. That way they got the hot mug that way. Kind of. Bring the arm down. So do it that way. See, I'll look at the camera in front of you guys to kind of get an idea of how I want it. Maybe we'll put it that way. Clean up that portion up here to where it looks like the arm is actually turned correctly. And we will do so like that. Do like a little coffee mug. Maybe being it's kind of has like a medieval look anyway, and sometimes, and that's way Epic 7 sort of has. Maybe we'll make it look more like a canter, like a old metal cup. So then so if it's like that, you have the thumb, you'll see the knuckle for the thumb come up. So it'll be something sort of like that. Alright, so we kind of have that area. So we got the shoulders laid out as well. And she is a chesty girl. So we'll have to see if we can. This area goes across so that way you can see how the bust line is. So we'll kind of get an idea. We'll have this area will be the clavicle area to where it runs out. And that kind of basically look like sand-filled water balloons. Simple way to put it. So in this one, when her hand is up there, it's going to actually be pressed into it. So we actually got to have them to where they're kind of, this one will be kind of pushed in, the way she's got her arm pushed up. So we'll kind of do that. So get the hip area laid out, and let's see here. Kind of the way that brings in. That we kind of get an idea of the way the legs are going to be. So, and of course we'll bring this one cylinder that way, and we'll kind of brings up, bring it to there. We'll put one cylinder that way because this leg will be that way. So, alright. Alright, we're getting a basic layout. We're going to have that. Maybe we'll have her holding an ornament like they're and kind of getting ready for putting it in a tree or something. Still haven't decided yet. We might actually change that arm around too. Maybe we'll change the arm around and have it to where she kind of holding it that way too, sort of like the mug together. We'll make the mug the main piece. Let's do that. That feels a little bit better. Feels a little more natural. We'll see. Maybe we'll do that, and we'll put the hand towards kind of just. We'll put it that way. What the heck is up? It must have changed over to another station. There we go. Let's try do some chill track. That's a little bit better. Alright. So we got the fingers. This one, instead of it holding that way, they're going to have the fingers because it's kind of a hot drink, but they're just kind of keeping it together that way. So we'll do that. Kind of has a little bit of a curve. So we'll bring it that way. So, and don't forget finger width, wrist width. See, I'll put it down like this so you can actually see it with that camera a little bit better. So you get your fingers, and it comes down and it goes to the wrist. So you don't want to have short little fingers. Like sometimes you'll draw and the fingers will look like they're little nubs. So that's the reason why I have this as the area for where the knuckles will be. This is just a basic little shape for how the fingers are going to run across. So I want to keep the same wrist size, and we'll keep it down low. Keep it about the same area. This will have a slight bend forward because this mug is, so it's going to be sort of like that. This hand's going to be a little bit farther forward and down. So we're going to have some foreshortening for that. So then we'll bring it up, and the clavicle runs down that way. And we're going to actually thin that neck out now. We're going to make that neck look a little bit smoother. That way, don't look so brute-like. There we go. Alright, that's not looking too bad. We'll work up some of the facial features, and then we'll figure out maybe we'll put her in an ugly sweater or something. Something Christmassy. Doesn't have to be an ugly sweater. Just be some sort of sweater type deal. Alright, let's find a reference for some of her eye detail stuff. Okay, so we've got eyes are basically going, she's got kind of sharp eyes, so we'll kind of run them up this way. And we probably want to make them a little bit smaller, maybe about to there, and then to there. That looks a little bit better. So we'll run it that way, and of course we'll give a little eyebrow up here. Look a little hippie. Look a little hippie, like a. Oh yeah, you're going to see once it's going working off a little bit of a perspective. Once I put the background in, I'm going to have it to where the background's going to show a little bit more like you're kind of getting not straight on, but it's going to be more a little bit of a slight forward lean to it. So that's the reason why we got the look that we have. So it's going to give a little bit of a, let's see, a little bit of a perspective feel to it. Kind of cheating the perspective a little bit. So got that. So, and of course we'll put the nose right about there. And we'll, like that. Not bad. And like I said, this is still just pretty rough. So we're going to definitely be doing some other. We'll probably be doing some erasing, some cleanup as we keep going. Got the mouth area, will probably be about here. Just to throw it in there a little bit. And of course we want to do the chin. Just to kind of get our idea, our bearing. And of course we'll show that nice cranium. Gotta have brains, gotta have a cranium for stuff. And of course she's got, let's do a hairline. She's got, let me see. She's got a part, well, kind of a part. It kind of goes across a little bit. So let's see here. So she's got a part and it runs that way. And we're going to, let's see if we can kind of block this in. Going to have a little bit of hair that way. That part kind of goes sort of like that for the part. And let's see here. Alright, so give her, it's starting to look pretty good, decent. So let's see, run this. Run it down. So kind of have that like it's coming across. Hair coming down the front, and we'll have to do that run that way. We'll have to do a little bit, maybe off the back. A Tinkerbell haircut. Well, the front kind of has a short, like a little Tinkerbell, a little bit of it, but she actually has the character actually has pretty long hair and stuff that runs for long areas. So we're going to keep working on it. So, but I do like the being she's a dragon girl in the game. So she kind of has like a little bit of a pointy type ear thing, sort of like an elf type ears, but they're not like, they're kind of more out. So that might actually look kind of neat. Maybe we can put her like maybe we do. Maybe we'll give her like a little elf outfit and stuff. Like she's a little work elf and she's on break. So we'll do that. We'll play with it. She does have horns though up here because she's a dragon. She's got little dragon horns, and she does have a tail. So kind of a mix. One of them fantasy characters. So, and then of course we'll run this. Let's see, let's run that bead. We'll run that hair sort of that way. And she's got some more strands. Let's see here. Because we want similar to this. That runs that way and that way. So maybe we'll have some of the other hair strands run across that way. We'll play with it out. We'll get it sorted out, like I said. So I don't like that exactly, but some of those lines I don't like. Let's clean that up a little bit more. Let's try that again. So maybe we'll bring that, that's a little bit better. Let's see if we can, and I guess we should probably get the tail centered because there's that. It's the front, so she's going to have a tail, so probably coming out that way. So let's go ahead and we'll get her tail pulled in. So runs there. Kind of get an idea of where her tail will be at. You won't see too much of it. Maybe we'll bring it down. Maybe we'll bring it up to where you see it further in the background. So, okay. And now we got that. Let's actually, let's see here. Let's get rid of just the cylinders and start giving some shape to this, to the body. So we're going to have, we got our basic areas. So we're going to have that. Right on the groin area, you have your iliopsoas muscle, and I believe it's called an inner adductor, and it kind of runs with your tendons, the way the tendons run in. You have one that runs through here, so we're going to have a little line area that way that follows with the muscle. So this one's going to run up, with the tendon that goes towards the groin area. Now this is just getting the muscle structure down. We're not actually, she's going to actually have, she will have clothes on, of course. This is just so we kind of get the shape that we need out of the character and start to develop, put the actual muscle down. And of course we have little hip bones. This will run in. Kind of have the same thing where it runs up. There's actually a top of your quadricep that runs that way, so we're going to actually give her a little bit of quadricep. Actually, we're not really. I think I'm going to tilt this leg towards, like, the knees are kind of pulled in a little bit. Can you draw her without the animal features? Well, I'm kind of doing a character mashup of one of the characters. So from the game. So I'm just putting like her basic things to it, and then, you know, kind of putting her in a Christmas attire. That's basically it. So we'll do that. So we'll have the fingers actually spread out, so they'll be spread out when they're holding on to the cup. So we'll actually put a knuckle there, knuckle there, knuckle there, knuckle there. So we'll just draw some cylinders. There we go. And we'll run that one in for that cup area. And we'll run it there. Now, a neat thing, most things when you see drawings and stuff, like my hand fingers, you can see like how this one is here, it goes up and then down. But when you see most drawings, these two fingers are pretty close for length, and these two guys are pretty much close for length too. When you see a lot of drawings and stuff, especially some cartoon stuff where it kind of has a simulated, it looks more for an appeal than actual, always anatomically correct. So we'll have it probably like that, holding on. And you won't see the thumb because the way the thumb will be holding the back side. The way that is. So we'll hit that with the wrist. Alright. So we will have a knuckle type area there. And that will run in there. So we can thin out that wrist a little bit more. Look a little bit more feminine instead of just a cylinder. Elbow. There we go. Run that down. And of course we'll have first knuckle will be there, second knuckle, third, fourth. So with that knuckle we'll have this finger. It'll run in. Be able to she'll have two fingers sticking into the mug, so we'll do that, and then this one will be on the other side of the actual handle of the mug. These two will be. So we'll have that, so that way we get our hands looking right. And of course we'll keep working this in, and as we'll shape it, we might make this a little bit more flatter on the bottom. So that way. And of course we'll put the mug handle coming out. And we'll probably put her, maybe we'll put her thumb up here, like she's like her thumb's pressed up on that part of the mug. Alright. So, as you can tell, this is the central area of it for the piece. If you look at things sort of like the Fibonacci sequence where it uses the golden ratio, golden means, if you haven't heard of it before. And it basically talks about it has a certain number sequence, which is like it goes 0, 1, and then 1, 2, and then 3, 5, and it follows each number past the other one. But anyway, as you use it for the sizing for squares and stuff on it, and you can literally map out this entire area like most art, and you'll see it does this Fibonacci sequence also does the same thing as the spiral that you'll see in a lot of nature and stuff. So with that in mind, the Fibonacci sequence, if you start with the curve, it'll show this curve that'll roll through, and it'll actually curl in, and that way you can see a certain aesthetic and beauty to where it follows into that section. So that's the reason why I kind of have them laid out on the page this way. So in case you ever wonder how a lot of people get started with that. Okay, let's get some details thrown in on here. So we will. There we are. There we are. Give it a little eyelid area. And portion of the eye. Now we want her to kind of looking at you. Want her looking at you. So maybe we'll set. It's looking more off to the side. Might have to bring that over a little bit more. So maybe we'll hit that and we'll bring it over a little bit more like here. See how just a slight amount. That way we kind of get the feel that we want, and then over here we'll put it like this. So, because when you look at people's eyes and people try to draw them toward, they're almost like they kind of feel like this, but they actually have a little bit of a look in, because whenever you're focusing on something, you always have a slight inward look, and that gives you a little bit more of a natural feel, like you're zooming in. You don't literally have like one eye pointing that way, and you know, unless you have like a actual medical problem. So, and that's all sort of a different thing altogether. So let's see if we can run that up. So we'll give that. Let's give it a little bit of a reflective area. And of course we want to put a reflection up here. That way give the look the eyes are actually glass. And oh, come on, pull out my electric eraser. That way clean up some of these areas a little bit more in here once I get some of the color pencil off of it. Alright, so we'll have that. We want this to be a little flat to show the cheekbone, you know, for the eye. Let's see if we can. And of course, the way it has a slight area on the nose bridge for when you're looking off to the side. So we'll have a slight area for the nose showing that way, where it covers the eye a bit. And of course, we will give this just a little. Got some long eyelashes for this one. There we go. And we'll give this a slight dip. So we'll run that eye in just sort of like so. Alright. And of course we'll run that in. Give a little glare up here as well. And we'll have a glare over in this corner as well. There we go. And now let's see if we can work this into where it looks a little bit more smooth and give her a nice soft cheek. And let's see. And we'll got to give her a little bit of a chin. Bring that cheekbone back out. So as we keep refining it and cleaning it up, that's how the picture's slowly starting to come into place. And as you keep going along, you know, you grab your little kneaded eraser and stuff, and we will clean up some of the construction lines we don't need anymore as we go. So then, of course, we'll ink it, and I think I might actually do we might do watercolor with this. I don't know yet, so we'll run it that way. Haven't decided. We might do this as a watercolor. Might pull out the watercolor markers. So let's grab that eyebrow, put that eyebrow in there, and we'll run. This will be the other eyebrow. We'll kind of have that laying. Another funny thing is they if you have your eyebrows done and stuff, I grabbed this scale that they actually use for eyebrows. That helps in a kind of a quick way of laying out for the Fibonacci sequence as well. Wish I got it nearby. I have it nearby me. I can actually show you if you like for other art pieces and stuff. I'll do that one day. Make sure I have the tool out, and I'll grab some actual cartoon pictures from like one of the books and stuff, maybe Filmation or one of the old like Flintstones, or you'll know you can actually see how the Fibonacci sequence matches for this size to that size, and how everything kind of lays and matches out, like this size matches to this size for the way the 1.618 for the scale, and it's actually pretty cool how it's been used for a long time. So a little bit of schooling there. See, we can have some fun and learn at the same time. That's actually coming out nice. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, almost forgot. We got to put this that way. Let's see if we can cut in some of the hair a little bit more, and we'll that. There we go. Starting to get that hairline area around a little bit. Bring it down a little bit so little twinkle lights don't get in the way, so you guys can see the piece being done. Alright, so try not to draw every single strand. Just try to get a basic layout for the way the hair goes. And even then I need to, over here, I need to put probably the side part of the hair that comes down for the ear area, by the ear. And let's see, she's got those little kind of those dragon ears, little elf ear type things. So we'll run them up that way. Let's see here. And need the little earpiece. These are a little bit different. Still similar structure, just more exaggerated than the way your regular ear sits in. There we go. And of course we'll get rid of the point, give a little curve to it so that way a little bit of softness to there. Alright, then the other one we want it to kind of look similar, but we don't want it to look like it's like, doesn't have to be exactly proportionate, so a little bit of asymmetry is good. So right about over there. Alright, and the way the head goes with the skull, she actually's got little horns that come up, like little dragon horns that run back. So might actually, maybe we'll put like little ball ornaments on the horns for like Christmas stuff. And let's see here, we want it to sort of have a 3-dimension to it. So let's put it up that way, and give it a little bone structure, sort of like a ram's horn That's actually, or actually a nice way to be able to see those, how they end up looking, and how they keep growing, and like the bone grows out and it grows, pushes through. It's actually pretty neat. So we got that, and then over here, the way the head rolls, it's going to be on the back side here. So maybe we'll put them up just a little bit that way, and then we'll run it like so, and we'll looks about right. Maybe might have to make it maybe make it a little bit shorter. That way, it kind of matches the same size, but a different perspective. So maybe that way. That might look a little bit better. Yep, that looks a lot better. And of course, they kind of will have the bend that way, bring it up, down, and of course that way. All right, so we're getting there. Hair comes in. We want to throw the hair up, around. Let's have the hair. Looks like it goes actually around the horns. Let's see if we can. There we go. We'll see the neckline. Alright, so we got some of the details out on the face. Maybe we'll, except for her mouth, we need to figure out what we want to do for her mouth. Maybe we'll just give her a nice little smile. Nothing too crazy. Just ready to enjoy a nice little hot chocolate. Yeah, that didn't look too bad. Alright. So I'll do that. Bring that out. Alright, neck doesn't look too bad. Everything kind of falls into place. I guess what we need to do now is think of get an outfit, maybe an outfit idea. Grab my brush and clean up some of the eraser marks off. So let's see here. Maybe we'll give her. We'll look at some. We'll start from top down. We'll work on some accessories. Maybe we'll give her maybe some little snowflake earrings. First of all, we'll do that. That should look pretty cool. So we'll run it that way, that way, that way. So let's see how we want to deck out these earrings. I don't have a reference or anything, so we'll just work our way around with it. Maybe something like that. Little big danglies. Her DNA is messed up. Nice drawing skills. Okay. So, got that. That's a fantasy character. Oops. Yeah. Did that. Put the neckline, or some of your muscle, your tendons and your muscles that run down for your neck. Let's clean some of this up so we can get a better look at down the way this runs down towards the collarbone. That's going to go down there. Alright. And let's see here. Maybe let me look up maybe an elf costume or something. Get a reference idea for an elf costume. Let's see. Elf costume. How about Christmas elf costume? That'll probably be a little bit better. Alright. Let's see here. Maybe we can. Well, it doesn't look too bad. Let's see here. Got the. Give her like a little. Give her a skirt piece. We'll have it up there where it matches off on her hips. And let's see, we'll bring it down to where so we'll have it run up that way. Runs down, across. Just to get a layout, an idea. And we'll run this down that way. Alright. She could wear the Elf on the Shelf costume. I was thinking something like that. That's why I was sort of maybe thinking we'll do like a red skirt, almost like it's a tree skirt, but like it's a skirt, and then we'll do like maybe the little fluffy white ruffle, like almost like it's almost like a garland. We'll do that for the bottom half, and the stockings, we'll make them like candy canes, like underneath, like those will be candy cane, like red and white stockings, or maybe green, like a green and red stockings maybe, or even maybe green and white. That way it just has a nice blend from the red with a little bit of white, green and white, and we'll give her like a vest, like almost like a short sleeve type like vest that she can have for her top, and give her like a thin sleeve, and maybe have it look like it has like a snowflake print like up her like up the sleeves. So kind of give you that feel like she's dressed up warm, because it actually is cool out, and that's why she's got the hot chocolate and whatnot. So maybe we'll do that. That might actually be a pretty good idea, and we'll give it sort of like a little whooshes for this part that runs up for the vest portion. Tie into the other thing part with of the horns and stuff to kind of make it feel like it matches in. And we'll have the other shoulder portion that runs that way. There, we'll give it a little whip up this way. So a little bit too high of a whip. Bring it down a little bit more. So, because the shoulder kind of drops a little bit, so we'll give it maybe out to there, like so. That might actually not be too bad. Clean that up a little bit. I was thinking of that sort of like the Elf on the Shelf, maybe give him the top. So we'll put maybe it this way, and the vest can roll past. Sort of like so. And we'll run that up. Basically, that'll be the pivot point, or that'll be a tension point, like a button. So that'll have a cloth tension point there. That runs that way. This one will actually run up to here. Well, we'll actually run up that way and then up, because we'll follow the other shape of the chest. So run it straight across that way. That looks a little bit better. Clean up some of these lines and stuff so we don't get lost in our translation of everything. So we'll run that way, like it's got tension on that portion. And the way it's pressed up, we'll run it that way. And we'll put a little piece that way. So we got that part. The way the shoulder runs in. Got your lat muscle that runs down, and you have your rib cage here. So we'll put the outfit that way. And we'll give a piece sort of like that. That'll give her the vest area. So that'll have the top vest, or the skirt, and a little bit of we'll do a sort of like a fluffy ruffle that runs down, sort of like so. still just trying to build it up. Let's see if we get some other ideas here. And of course we'll probably put the way the outfit's going to run. We will pretend that because the stockings will be up here. So we're not going to see this part, but it's just so we can actually have it to where it follows. Because this leg's forward, that leg's back. So we'll have a skirt area that runs that way. And from here, being this has the slate area, we want to put the candy stripes to where they actually follow the curvature of the leg. Sort of like so. That way, now that we got that, we can clear that out from here. So all that was just to be able to build up that construction line area. So we can see how we want to have the candy cane leggings run. There we go. Alright, so we'll have the leggings run that way, that way, that way. And then these guys, being it's curved that way, we want them to kind of, as it's downward, it's going to kind of run in. So we'll have it run up like that, that way, run it up that way. Got a little piece of it still there. So that way we'll be able to see the leggings that way. And let's see, clean up this area and this area. Clean this up a little bit more to where we get a smoother look of the skirt running, or the dress. Yeah, the skirt. It's a skirt. Alright. Run that. So we're getting there. We'll run that up. Alright. So we have that. We have clean some of that up, and we'll redo, put the hair lines through. So this hairline will run that way, and run it like that. There we go. That's the way the hair is going to be. So we'll pull that through, so you can start. We'll start seeing how everything runs together with the layers. This area is going to be sort of like a shadow, a little bit of an area where it actually drops in, because you can see it kind of pulling a little bit on the leg. Alright, and we'll run this way to this way. So there we go, we're getting a little bit closer. Alright, and let's put this, clean up that area. Start cleaning up some of these areas here. Alright, and so let's see here. This will be red, white. We'll do green and white. So with that red, we'll probably, let's go with that theme, and we'll make the vests green. And we can add some details to it. Maybe we'll carry on sort of like the candy cane thing, and we'll do like a little piping around the vest, make it look like a little candy cane swirl around the vest or something to that effect. And let's see here. We will give her, let's see, maybe that. And we'll put the rough, so we'll do green, then we'll do red underneath, sort of like this is a full dress underneath it with a green vest, like a little green coat over the top. That actually might look, that actually should look pretty good. So this will be red in here, and we'll do a little, we'll do the fluff up here as well. So let's run that across to there, just to see how that sort of looks. Clean up some of this in here, and of course we'll have a little fluff, the out the top. And so we'll have that run up. We'll kind of see how we want that. So that runs that way. We'll run that. You probably won't even see it because I think this is hair that I'm going to have up front here as well. So from there down, this is going to be hair behind. So we're not even going to have to worry about how the vest is going to pull up. That way we'll just kind of, we'll crawl it that way, and we'll just put some of the hair to where it runs, follows the shape of the body. We'll give that, have to give that a little bit better of a curve. Get rid of that straight line. It kind of makes it look dead. There we go. We'll give that to where it, that's better. All right. Run that. Runs across. All right. So we got that running through. Got our shoulder area here. And of course we have that. Pencil's getting a little thin. So we'll run that way for the vest. Got the wrist. Where that runs in. Got the elbow area. Run that up that way. This is a fatter area here because it's the way it's how like she has it pressed up closer to her, so have that, the wrist area there. And of course we'll, the way the arm rolls in, and of course you got a little bit out for the shoulder. There we go. Get rid of them cylinders, give it more of a, get more of a natural, a little bit more natural feel, because we're going to put like that, it's almost like a, oh, I forgot what type, those long john type, almost like a long john, the thin, they call, I think they call it thin slit long johns and stuff. That way, we'll do it that way, and we'll maybe give them like, give a little, I won't pencil it all in because I think I'm going to use the colored pencils. That way we don't have any dark, harsh lines for the actual. There we go. Let's go like that. But we'll put here will be like her, or her long john will go at from there, and I'll use colored pencil only in here to kind of give it. That'll be the other color. We'll do that in a light blue and white for the sleeves and stuff, where it has the blue and then it'll have white snowflakes, like a nice white snowflake print through the sleeves. That should look pretty. That should look pretty slick. So let's clean up some of these construction lines that we did to build up this sketch to where we can. All right. And maybe we'll put her like in Santa's workshop or something like that for our background when we get down to it. Now let's see, should we leave her hands, just her hands, or should we kind of give this instead? Maybe we could put the sleeves all the way up to where like they have like fingerless, like where they actually go up almost to where it becomes like a glove, and it's just fingerless though. That might be something. That might be a neat trick to do. So here we go. We get sort of that laid out, and we need to still put a couple more pieces of hair because she got lots of hair, lots of hair. So comes down that way, this way. We'll run another strand down here. There we go. Alright, it's actually looking pretty good. Getting pretty satisfied with that. Come back through here and we'll do some more detail work, clean up some more of the construction lines in the mug. Maybe we might need to have a neat little, maybe a little catchphrase that's embroidered on the mug, because you can't just have a simple little coffee mug with nothing in it. Maybe we'll either have to do like some little phrase on the mug, or we'll have to I don't know, maybe we'll do a little design or something like that. Maybe do a little... Oh, I was wondering what that breeze was. I plugged in my other fan onto my my computer on the top there, so it pushes air out through the top. Alright. So, let's see if we can start getting some more of this detail stuff put in here. So I'll have this will be here, up there. And let's see. We'll run that up. Clean this. There we are. Get some of those cleaned out. We're going to put this hair going behind the ear, so that should look okay. That's sort of like that. And oh, see, I just bumped my head on there. Hopefully I didn't shake you guys up too much there. Let's see. Just trying to keep it straight without having to move it around so that way you guys can see, but I'm going to have to get a little in here a little bit quickly to run that through. There we go. That way we get the ears set up. Ah, Robert. Thank you, brother. Thanks for liking it. So... see if we can, this one, since your hair is pretty thick, we might actually just get a little bit that way. Let's run it. Yeah, it's looking a little bit better. Clean that hair up a little bit more. Alright. Yeah, it's getting there. So, clean up some of those lines some more. Alright. I'm wondering, maybe I might actually run through there. And uh-oh, I hear my girls here. They know the rule, though. If you guys can hear them, they got to come in and introduce themselves on the screen. I don't hear them no more. I thought they were wanting to come out here maybe and say hi. One day they're gonna call me on that. They're gonna come out here and they're gonna raid my stream. We're actually gonna work on putting that game stream on to where they're gonna play some Roblox stuff, and I'll try and play along with them. They're way beyond me on that. So there we are. Whoops, you guys kind of lost some of that. Didn't realize I had it up too far. Actually, it's because I bumped the camera. Looks like. There we go. Yep. There we go. Now you can see it. All right. Need to start using my scrap piece of paper here so I'm not getting graphite all over the place and messing up the area on it. I think I kind of have a rough layout of that. Maybe I'll start doing some inking. Put that up, and for details, I always use a fine like a 0.01 for the inking. Let's see here. That way I get some of the detail in. Let's see. Run this one up. Got some of that eye detail done in. There we go. Let's see, we'll give her a little eye glisten there. See if we can give her a little bit that way. Give it a little sharpness to that. Run that up. Put that on over here. I got some of that detail. I'm going to jump up probably for the eyelashes and stuff. I'll probably go to maybe a 0.3. Get a little bit thicker, smooth line out on that. This heavier paper definitely absorbs nicely on it. Doesn't make it run. Looks nice and clean. Uh-oh. Somebody's going to have to come out here and say hi soon. They're going to let me know. You guys be sure to let me know if you hear them. Now, in order for it to work, you gotta tell me what they actually said or what they're. That way, it's not just guys trying to get them to come out. Be like a fun little game. So let's see here. Oh, run that up. Yeah, see, the eyes are starting to come in nicely. Alright, and as you can see on the bottom right, I still have your photo up. Crazy Quilter of your 12 Days of Christmas quilt you finished. That thing looks great. How big is that quilt? Is it like a throw, or is it actually like a where it could fit on a bed, or? Let's see here. Let's see. How much of that nose do I want to be seen? I don't think I want the bottom half to be seen. Maybe do, let's see. Maybe I'll just do a little. Just like that. Then I'll do a little bit of shading for that. We'll do some color changing on that. That way we just got a slight line to it. It's actually looking pretty decent. Let's see how well this. Oh, look at that. I love the heavier weight paper. Pulls the graphite up without messing up any of the ink. So nice. So smooth. That looks good. Looks very good. Alright. Let's go to a 0.2. Debating whether I'm going to do, if I'm going to ink the hair, or if I'm going to use that maybe with the colored pencil and pencil that in. Interesting, interesting. Decisions. Maybe I'll just ink it in. Well, I think I was maybe going to try it and do the watercolor with this one, so I'll ink it. That should be okay. Let's move this over this way to. There we go. And let's see here. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. See everything now. Okay. I do kind of dig the way that comes out that way, so that's actually looking pretty good. So we'll go ahead and ink that in and get that set. There we go. Give her a little in. And let's see. Okay. And I think we'll stick with that smile. That smile does look pretty good. Don't want to mess any of it up. There we go. Nice little soft smile. Okay. Now let's see if I can. Maybe we'll go back to the pencil for a little bit and see about maybe putting some details in these earrings to see. Maybe do something different than this. Maybe do a different type snowflake. I think it should sort of like mid-century modern type deal, like the old clocks. So let's clean up, lighten that up a little bit so we have a fresh work area we can play on. Maybe we'll give them a sort of like a, we'll do sort of like a oval piece to it, and then just kind of give a couple little bursts off that way. We'll do it that way. This will help give us a little bit different of an angle of things. That might actually work a little bit better. I do like that a little better. It looks like it's not so flat. It gives it more of a curve to it. So let's do that. We'll put a ball on the ends of where the snowflakes are going to be at. So that way. That way we can kind of get this look that we're looking for. There we are. Put this tip there. That looks a little bit better. Yeah, let's see what you guys think. Let me put it up to the camera a little bit closer. See, something sort of that way instead of the other one that I was doing. That way, kind of, it's not too distracting. Will doesn't look too bad that way. All right. Maybe we'll go to a 0.3 for the hair. My hand's gotten so much better for smoothness on this transitions of things. It was getting so bad. There we go. That's looking much cleaner. What do we got going on? Oh, Lauren's lair came live. There we go. I thought about maybe putting other earrings on, but after doing that line, I think that pretty much got that set. So with that said and done, let's finish off her jaw. Give her a nice smooth jawline. There we go. Let's see. There we go. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Got some nice chill music playing. Let's see. Run that down. Run this one that way. All right. Alright, that's starting to come along. Starting to look pretty good. Let's see. And let's see here how we want. Kind of give the mug a little bit of a lip on the top there. Won't make it so much of a little bit of a bend. Give it just a slight tilt. Okay. So we want these guys sort of to look a little bit, we don't want them to look too like they're fake. We want them to kind of have a little bit of a deformity to them because of the fact that they're bone. So we'll do it that way. Of course, we'll curl this down to where you can see the floofiness of the hair. Okay. We'll do that way. Run this one there. Run that up there. And let that dry for a moment. Clean up some of the other eraser marks now that the ink has dried in some areas. Clean up this other eye. Of course, looking at it, looks like the camera's a little distorting it a bit because this is like the chair's at an angle to me and stuff. Of course, the arm isn't, but the camera is still facing like at a level area. So, all right. Still haven't decided whether I like that earring yet or not, so I think I'm going to leave it for a moment until I... Let's see here, maybe we'll just put a little... Yeah, doesn't look too bad. And let's see here, let's run that there. Kind of like working on the light source at the same time, so I'm kind of, this is going to be like a darker side of it, this is going to be a lighter side because of the way it curves and rolls. So I'm starting to think of how where the light will be a bend on it. So there we are. And let's see here. All right. I think I'm going to get rid of that part and I'm going to curl it all the way. Let's see how that looks before I ink it. Let's lighten that area up here. Let's see how that looks. Let's take this and we'll run it up that way. That may not be too bad. We'll put a little bit of a notch there. Yeah, a little notch, run it up. And we'll put maybe a lighting that way. We'll run that. I think maybe we'll put a little bit of dark area that way. That way you can still see some of the curve to it. There we go. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Not too shib. Let's see. There we go. That's not too bad. Okay. Clean up some of this constructions, some of the form lines here. See if we can. And of course, we probably want to put a little bit behind at the same time. So maybe we'll fill that piece in. Maybe we'll give one back. Yeah, maybe we'll add it that way. Okay. Let's see if we can make this work out a little bit better. Because this side up here is going to be the dark side now, so we want to kind of give it a little bit of a the way the lighting's going to hit. A bit of a curve. Different shape. Different shape and corner. All right. And we'll pull that up. That's not bad. So I'm kind of getting into the zone of it right now, so I kind of got a little quiet for a moment. Just trying to piece out how I want it to totally look. Don't want to give it too much to where it looks too like glossy, but I want it to definitely see that it's kind of like a hard surface at the same time. So maybe we'll just a little spot like that, and we'll bring this a little bit thicker too. Follow that curve a little bit more. All right. On this side, maybe we'll do do the same thing, give it a thicker and thin area. And of course we'll go bring it up to the brush pen. Got a nice little rolling tip, just like a brush would be. Allows you to really lay some nice ink down, and it does give you a little bit of, you do have some pretty good control with it, but sometimes the way it bends and moves, it gives it a little bit more of a organic feel. Alright, wow, it's 8:46 already. That actually went pretty darn quick. Time was really flying on this one. Let's see if we can get some of these pencil lines cleaned up. However, we did pretty good. Got a layout, an idea, a costume out layout idea already, all within like less than 2 hours. So did some pretty good work on that. Now some people probably got some really creative minds that can really just pop this stuff out even faster than that. So to those people, I applaud you. Good job on that stuff. I'll get there. I'll get that speed. Comes with practice. Whoop. There we go. Clean up this ear also, because I think that should be dried by now too. I almost forgot to take I forgot to take a picture of it in the pencil stage. That way I can do my little slideshow stuff. Bling. What do we got? Close that out. Let's see here. Do a little snapshot of it. We're working on it for future video areas. Check that out. Oh. Once I get enough followers set up on my TikTok, I'll be able to go live with them as well, instead of having to make little tiny reels with that. It'd be nice. Have yet another streaming area, a streaming platform. So let's go here. Like that. Of course, we'll run that way. Give it almost to a point, but not totally, because it's not like a pencil. There we go. Alright. That piece is actually working out pretty well. Just gotta forget not to blow on it. Spit and everything will happen, and then you don't want to do that because then discolor the paper. Alright. Well, this is actually looking pretty darn good. I'll have to look for a neat print to be able to do for that. Well, you know what? It's 8:50. We'll cut out a few minutes early. Page that in there. Well, thank you for hanging out with me today. I'm glad you guys had a good day. And if the ones you didn't, don't worry, it'll get better. This is coming along pretty good. It should have a neat little Christmas theme to it. And who knows, maybe we'll look for maybe we'll get a neat soft effect we can come up with. Kind of a little glow effect to it where it feels cool, cold, but warm. So, anyhow, thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out, listening to music, chatting. And we will see you on Thursday, and I should have some more of this done. And who knows, maybe we'll have something else working on at the same time. Depends on how much you get done in the workshop. So, anyhow, you guys take care. Have a good night. God bless, and don't forget, let's create something together. Good night now.